वालेकुम सलाम सर।
सोचो ना करो यार कि किसने वालेकुम सलाम कहना है।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम सर।
मतलब आप सोचते हैं कि कौन पहले बोले और वो वालेकुम सलाम कहे। आप जो जो बैठे हैं रोलर रोलर डाल दिया करें आप, मसलन हम आप डिस्टेंस बैठे हैं ना, डिस्टेंस के ऊपर। तो ये क्लासरूम में थे, हम नहीं बैठे हो कि चलो एक बोलेगा तो यार इट विल बी शेयर्ड। आप जितने लोग सुन रहे होते हैं उस वक्त कह दिया करें वालेकुम अस्सलाम सर। वैसे तो ये है कि इफ यू आर सिटिंग एट वन प्लेस, gathering is there, then one person is enough to say walaikum assalam or respond. And the same is the case if someone is coming from outside, you might be knowing this thing. Then he simply will say assalamu alaikum. He will not go to see individually to shake hand. Anyway, this is all sort of things. So how things are going?
सर वो अच्छी जा रही है, लेकिन सर ये अब रिजल्ट कब तक पता लगेगा पेपर्स का?
आज यार आप लोगों को उसकी ईमेल नहीं गई? Today you will see your result, because yesterday controller examination he gave the message that notification he has issued, and on 6th, 2 days, 6 I think 6th May, you will see your result today. Okay, because yesterday we had a his
ओके सर।
yes, he said that today mean April 6th, you will see your result. And soon after getting free from your lecture, if you will not be able to see me, just let me know on email. I will then ask him, 'cause since but you will see, I think after this lecture, he himself, in fact, communicated us that on 6th April the result will be released, and hopefully you will see your result today. Okay. So, under the leading function of management, this is the third part of, yeah, you may say, third chapter of leading. First, we discussed what leading is all about. Then we discussed what leadership is. And today is the another chapter of leading, that is communication. If you see the first line, it is written that it applies to all managerial functions, but it is more important to leading function of management. Why is it so? But he says that it is equally, applies to planning function of management. It equally applies to organizing, staffing, and controlling as well. But you see that when the plan has been made, the stories are almost finished. It is very, limited amount of people where communication takes place. Therefore, he says that it has link. It applies to planning function, okay, but not as much as with the leading. Same is the case with organizing. Same is the case with staffing. And now he says that the more important communication is with the leading, because whosoever is a leader, whosoever is a manager, of course, all the time, every time, he or she has to communicate every day something. So the communication important part is played with the function of management, that is called leading. So therefore, he has mentioned this chapter, communication, under the planning under the management function of leading. So therefore, he says that it applies to all managerial function, but it is more important to leading function of management. So further, he has defined that one definition he has given is communication is the transfer of information. Look, transfer of information from sender to a receiver, with the information being understood by the receiver. Each and every word is very important. Look, first of all is that the information, you may call message, you may call data, you may call anything, whatever you are going to communicate to the other person. It is not a rocket science to keep the things in mind. Two parties will be there. Of course, two parties will be there. When one is sending the message, so he will be known as, or she will be known as sender. And on the other side, one is going to receive the message. Receiving the message will also be known as that he is the recipient. Okay, so one is the sender and other is the receiver. In between, certain amount of things happen. Okay, we will discuss when in the next slides, when we will be discussing the communication process. So anyway, this is the definition, very simple definition. You all know, you daily talk with your, I am here sharing with you information. The technology which is being used, okay, is the laptop, is the, my telephone, and the company which is helping us, that is called Google. So, of course, many a times I discuss the matter with you, and sometime, and you are receiving what a technology has made the mankind easy as far as communication is concerned. And then you see, next point is 3 things to be focused under the discussion of communication. What those 3 things are, the 3 points are, of course, one is the sender, other is the receiver. In between is transmission. So this transmission is very important. So we will see in the next slides that there are certain amount of hindrances when you are communicating or you are sending the message. He says, yes, these 3 things are there. Okay, message is being transmitted in between sender and the receiver. But there could be noise. Noise means when you are unable to understand something. And we are also having a meeting 3 times in a week. So you see that when we see each other, sometimes I say, I am not catching your voice. And you also say, sir, कि मुझे भी समझ नहीं आ रही, there is some internet and some other issues are there. So such type of things are called noise. But no, when we will be discussing the last slide, so there are certain amount of things which have been named noise. Okay, we will see all those points there. It could be 6 or 8 points. That noise means that the communication is being done, how it is being received, and how it is being sent, and why these hindrances are there. Why, while transmitting the message, the noise is there. What noise role is? So this we will discuss today on the last our slide. And of course, there is a feedback as well. Okay, feedback always facilitates the communication. They will say that, okay, we confirm, have you received the message? Yes, you say, yes, I have received the message. Okay, whatever I wanted to communicate to you mean you are talking with the receiver. Whether has he received or whether has she received in the same manner, this means here in the definition is that with the information being understood by the receiver, understanding in the same manner, then the communication will be complete by all means. If you are sending the message, they are receiving the message, but they might be receiving the message in a different way. So therefore he says, or she says, whosoever are the researcher and the writer of the books, they say that the communication is the transfer of information from sender to a receiver with the information being understood by the receiver. That is very important. And therefore here, and when he will understand in the same manner, the feedback will tell you that whether in a true sense, whatever the sender wanted to be meant by that message, the receiver has received in the same manner. So this is called, five things there: sender, receiver. Okay, not much difficult to keep in mind. Daily, your work is there. Since we have had the mobile with us, so every time one is sender and other is receiver, and then other is sender, and the messages are coming and says. But the technology has become so sensitive and so complete. They don't leave any ambiguity, but still there is always a room for improvement. So this was the what about communication, which I wanted to share with you. Okay, so the first is, if you see the heading, our heading is leading. Under leading, we are discussing the communication, and under communication, we are discussing the purpose and the process of communication. So the first we will discuss what is the purpose of communication. So repeatedly we have seen in the previous lectures that there is an environment, internal and external. Of course, communication is not only done within the organization. We need to discuss out of the organization as well. So when you talk out of organization, that is called external environment. And when we talk internally, that is called internal environment. It's not difficult. No. Internally, what we are doing, let us see. He says, number one is, first, let us define. It means, purpose of communication means an enterprise to effect changes, to influence actions towards welfare of the enterprise. Look, they are very positive. They are very positive. And they, in fact, are not going to afford anything that is, let me see something. Because the font has become a little bit small, I want you should be able to see it. Now, is it visible?
Yes.
Now it is visible? This is what technology, and this is what communication. Okay? So again, it is okay, let me. It means an enterprise to effect change, to influence action towards welfare of the enterprise. You see, the communication is essential for internal environment and external environment. Internal environment में आप देखेंगे certain points are there. Those are to establish and disseminate the enterprise goals. We have 6 parts of our subject, principles of management. Okay, the first was, what is management all about? Its definition, its purpose, the characteristics of the multinational companies, and so many way. And the first function of management, number 2 was the part of that was planning. Number 3 part was organizing. And number 4 was staffing. And number 5th we are discussing, that is leading. And under leading, same, he has explained all those 6 parts. He says that all those 6 parts of the internal environment of the purpose of communication. So not difficult to remember. Number 1, he says, to establish and disseminate the enterprise goals. Okay, and then next number he says, to develop plan. The word plan is helping you. Planning, plan से पता है आपको चल रहा है कि जो second है internal environment इसका, जिसके लिए communication is very important, that it to develop plan to achieve those goals. Okay, not difficult. Then is the next point is the same function is second function of management, to organize human and other resources in effective and efficient way. Look again, so when someone says that the under the purpose of communication, what essentials are of communication, so you may answer yes to internal and external. Internally, all functions of management are there. Okay, look, the next point he says to select, to develop, and to appraise members of the organization. This we discussed under the staffing, human resource management, how to hire the people, right? And how to, do the job analysis. This was all about to select, develop, and appraise members of the organization. This is also one of the essentials of communication as far as purpose of communication is concerned. So then you go further and you see to lead, to direct, to motivate, and create environment. Again, recall the leading. This is what we are right now discussing. Under leading, we discussed that how leading can be defined, how leading can be explained. And we saw that to influence the people, to get the work done in a way so that the environment should be so ideal of quality. People should be able to contribute. This is called the leading. Okay. Then the leader is going to give directions to the people. And of course, it is his duty that he should motivate, because influence is not the alternative of order. Okay. The leader is going to influence the people. Leader is not going to place the order to the people or to the people employees working under his or her control. So this was there. And if you see that the last is under internal environment, that is to control performance. Okay, this we will be discussing inshallah after completing this phase of leading, that is communication. The next lecture we will be having on communication, and then we will go on the final part of the our subject, principles of management, and that could be controlling. And he said that to control performance. Of course, you will see that performance-based things are done. Even we were discussing the compensation, the salary, the other things in the last lectures. So we have seen that performance-based reward is always appealing. Someone can say that this money is my earning. It has not been bestowed upon me. It is not a donation. It is not some sort of thing I made through money laundering or some other wrong ways. No, this is not the case. So here he says that the controlling must be based on performance. So this was the sort of internal sort of essentials of communication, or not difficult. I think in those all 5 parts of management, he says that the communication is internally linked with all those, with the what management is all about, he says. Then what about the planning, the communication role with the organizing, the function of management, and communication role with the staffing, the function of management, and communication roles with the leading and controlling as well. So this was all more the stories which I wanted to share with you. Now, if you come on the external environment, okay, external environment is very simple. I have written in a one line. Okay, externally, whom you are going to face. Suppose you have manufacturing unit. Whatever product you are manufacturing, for whom you are going to manufacture? For yourself? No. You are going to manufacture, you are going to make that product for others. Who are those people? Number one is your target market is called customers. So customer is external environment. Okay. And then is called, you have to see, not you yourself is able to take the things and sell the goods by yourself. You will have to find certain people who are known as suppliers. The supplier is also external environment for you. And then is called number three, stockholders, the shareholders. The people are also working in the stock exchange. The people are also having share with you. So this sort of people, they are also comes under the, they will just ask you their profit. Okay, where is their profit, and what, how, much dividend is being. So these are all people, and these are all the environment which is out of the organization, out of the organization. That is called stockholders. And if you see, the next point is, oh, government. Government is a big, you know uh, uh, environmental factor for the organization. Okay. uh, you see that government is announcing now, because of COVID-19, this corona 19 जो है, we are facing all and sitting at home. The government is facilitating that how business should be brought into work, so that the people should not be sitting at home. They are not getting salaries, they are not getting wages, there are not sort of things happening. So the government also a big factor, I will say, uh, big factor than all the factors. If you want to install the industry, you want to have the permission from the government. If you are earning, so you have to give tax to the government. If you have to launch some product, the patents are there, so you want to get registered. So by all means, this is external environment for the organization. And then your company is working, okay, though your company should earn good name, right? People should know, people should feel pride that he or she is seeking job with that company, he or she is working with that company. So community impression of the organization must be there. And that is, we have seen already, CSR, government social corporate social responsibility. So you must take care of that. Community should also be satisfied because of your dealing, because of your product, whom you are going to sell. When they buy, they take it home, they start using, and then things take place. A product was good or bad, whatever they said, government is also the product is also the same. So this is all you see, is the that the external environment is the customer, is the suppliers, is the stockholders, the government, and community. They are few people, they are few factors, you may say that, which are out of the organization, and all are crucial. You are working for all, and others. Okay, maybe if you can include, you may think, okay, other than this, there are so many external sort of hurdles or things that you are facing. And if you see further, and the further is, this is the last slide. Okay, and the communication process. Every day you are busy with that. Every day, every time. Okay, now things are here. And I have written figure 17.2. And in the previous slides, I wrote figure 17.1. जब मैं ये लिखता हूँ तो ये बेटा आप लोगों को पढ़नी है. This is all given there. या आप इससे, I may give you, write it down and tell your class fellows as well. I may give you, suppose I may ask you in the examination, define, explain, let me use the word explain. Explain the communication process with the help of a figure. So what you would be required to do, you will write the definition, and then you will make this figure. So it's very important. ये जो फिगर्स हैं इनको आप बनाया करें घर, और इसके ऊपर आप तजर्बा भी करें. तो ये जो है सिनेरियो, इसके नंबर ही बड़े होते हैं कि अगर आपका फिगर बिल्कुल ठीक है तो आप यू विल बी ऑब्टेनिंग मैथमेटिकल मार्क्स. तो इसके लिए ये बड़े ज़रूरी हैं कि मैंने लिख दिया, एंड आई होप यू विल सी एंड यू विल graph it as well at home. Now come to the point. Thought and coding. Okay, something comes to your mind and then you want to send it. Encoding and thought equal to a sender. नीचे मैंने लिखा हुआ है. Okay, thought and encoding. Of course, you want to send a message, that is thought. When you will send it, it will be encoded. Okay, then the next point is transmission of message. Okay, यहाँ उन्होंने नीचे अगर आप देखें तो मैंने लिखा है नॉइज. इसको मैं बाद में I will explain later on. You must see it that transmission of message. Then on the other side, receiver is sitting. He or she is, having reception of that message. It will remain it will remain only message unless it is decoded. And decoding means that, you see, the first was thought were encoded. Now, after decoding the message, right, the receiver will see the thoughts, what actually meaning are of this message. So this is in fact called that both the side, that decoding and last, if you see, it is on the under the thought, it is written understanding. Understood हमने definition में पढ़ा. It should be understood from both the parties, same meaning. If both the parties are not taking the same meaning, it will be, a big hindrance. It will be called big noise. Okay, they were not able to understand. The recipient is having different meaning of the message, and whatever message was sent by the sender, what did he mean to say, not have been taken by the receiver. So this is all, but the process is very easy. Just you say that thought, encoding, transmission of message, reception, decoding, understanding, right? And you see there is a noise. Noise is hindrance communication, is a big one. Look, under this discussion, we will see that there are certain points that because of those points, noise is there. And when the noise is there is no message. When there is no message, there is no business. When there is no business, the companies will suffer. So therefore, he says that noise-free message should be sent, but it's not easy. Let us see. Suppose number one is due to environment. The receiver is not able to receive the message in a true. Okay, maybe where you people are sitting, that the connectivity is not possible. Internet is not available. You may not be having the smartphone with you. So this is called, number one noise reason is environment. Where someone is sitting, whether he or she is having all facilities to communicate the message. So this is what the equipments. And as you see, number two, encoding may be faulty. Okay, you send the message and it was encoded. In your language, whether have you written or whether verbally you are talking. Okay, so wrong words or wrong symbols may be taken by the receiver. You send something different and the receiver is taking in different meanings. So one should be very careful. He says that when you are going to send a message, the symbols and the words must be focused. Okay, those should be taken into account. इसलिए कि जो ज़बान का बोला हुआ होता है फिर उसके मतलब बड़े निकल आते हैं. Suppose wording are the same, but the body language sometimes change the meaning of those words. If you're watching me, if one picture is coming to you, I may say in light way, okay, children, I will see you tomorrow. Okay, all right. This is a routine sort of talk. But if I get angry, okay, with anger when I will talk, I will say, okay, I will see you. I will see you. Words are the same, but meanings are totally changed. Symbols are totally changed. And then is called, okay, inaccurate reception. The reception here, the receiver received inaccurate information. Okay? And of course, if the message was accurate, maybe inattention, unintentionally, he is not ready to receive that one. So there is again communication gap. And further, if we go, that decoding may be taken a wrong meaning. आप हम जरा उर्दू में बात करेंगे तो आपको सही समझ आ जाएगी. You might have noticed many a time on the TV that anchor person is talking, the politician is talking, they gave some statement. Okay, वो जब statement आवाम उसे उसकी meaning लेती है, तो then they start criticizing. Then what did they say? They say, अब ये है जो मैं आपसे डिस्कस कर रहा हूँ कि डिकोडिंग, जब आप थॉट से आपने एनकोडिंग किया, आगे भेजा, जब उसके पास पहुंचा तो उसने उसके मीनिंग ही रॉन्ग ले लिए. उसमें फिर वो क्या कह रहा है, इसका मतलब ये है. अब सेंडर क्या कह रहा है, नहीं यार मेरा कहने का मकसद ये नहीं था. ओके, दैट डिडंट आई मीन टू से. और वैसे उर्दू में आपको ज्यादा समझ आई होगी. फिर एंकर पर्सन भी कह रहा होता है, वो जिसने कोई बयान दिया होता है वो भी कहता है कि मेरे बयान को तोड़ मरोड़ कर पेश किया गया. I did not mean it. Look, I did not mean it. Same is the case. He says that this can happen in the communication, that you send something different, and the recipients, the receiver, he says that I took it in a different way. So therefore, the definition of communication is that the receiver and the sender should understand the message in the same manner, okay, on the same pitch. Otherwise, if he will take both the parties will take different meaning, so then communication will be faulty. Then communication will not be effective. And therefore he says that. And the next is, आप उस मैसेज को समझना नहीं चाह रहे. Let us use the word understanding. Understanding में वो कह रहा है कि भाई the receiver may say that he has taken the message. Okay, but he is prejudiced. He is not intentionally going to receive that message. तो वो कह सकता है नहीं यार नहीं, मैं तो जो सिलसिला है इसका वो मैंने अंडरस्टैंड ही नहीं किया था, मुझे समझ ही नहीं आई थी कि आपका मतलब क्या था कहने का. ओके, या ऑन द अदर वे ऐसे भी होता है. You send the message as a sender, and later on you came to learn that the message you sent to the party, that was not supposed to be sent. But it is not good for you. तो आप कहते हैं चलो अब मैसेज तो चला गया, let him contact. When the receiver is going to contact you, okay, and you know what does he or she say? अब चूंकि वो मैसेज गलत भेज चुके हैं, उनके लिए नुकसान है, उनकी नीयत खराब होगी, तो वो ये कह सकते हैं यार जो मैंने आपको मैसेज भेजा है इससे आपने क्या मतलब लिया. वो कहता है इसका मतलब हो सका नो 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 नो, ये तो मेरा मतलब ही नहीं था. अब फलान लाइन पढ़े, just I sent you the message, I may not be able to continue my business with you. So this is what the understanding of the message is also a part of noise, a part of some hindrances, a part of not reaching on a conclusion. And then he says that because of the fear of consequences, sometimes message is there, but one party के लिए ये मैसेज अच्छा नहीं है. जब वो देखता है कि अगर मैंने ये मैसेज मान लिया, if you will accept that message, इसके consequences जो हैं वो that may made you suffer. Okay, तो इसलिए वो कहता है कि वो मैं तो उसको साथ निभाऊंगा, और इसी लिहाज से तो दिस इज कॉल्ड नॉइस. जब चीजें जो हैं वो एम्बिग्विटी में चली जाती हैं और नॉट क्लियर होती हैं, और आपको वो मैसेज से तो आपको नुकसान होता है, उससे कॉन्सिक्वेंस इस किस्म के हैं कि यू विल सफर. तो यू सेंड देन से ओके आई डिड सेंड यू मैसेज बट आई डिडंट मीन टू से. तो ये चीजें बहरहाल जो है वो सारी चलती हैं साथ साथ. इसके बाद अगर आप देखें तो हमारा चलता है क्रॉस कल्चरल कम्युनिकेशन. इससे बड़ा फर्क पड़ता है. You are talking with an other culture that is not similar to your culture. तो वहां आप दो चीजें करते हैं. He says one is the gesture, okay, and other is the posture. आप जेस्चर में जो मकसद होता है बिजनेस का वो आप नहीं करते. और होता क्या है, कोई मिसकम्युनिकेशन हो जाती है इज्जत में. सपोज यू से कि चूंकि सर हैं उस तरफ तो मेरा टीचर है, तो यार ये बात कैसे करता, हालांकि मुझे नुकसान हो रहा था. नो, in the world there is a difference between personalism and professionalism. Do differentiate. Personalism is that uh, you want to you want help from you other than academics, other than our purpose of getting together. तो उस वक्त जब आप मुझसे ये पूछते हैं तो आई मे हेल्प यू देयर, लेकिन वो टोटली डिफरेंट है. यहाँ वो कहता है कि इट इज ए प्रोफेशनलिज्म. तो प्रोफेशनलिज्म में ही से दैट यू विल ना क्रॉस कल्चरल में आपने प्रोफेशनलिज्म को ही रखना है. इज्जत अपनी जगह पे, मामलात अपनी जगह पे. लेकिन जब आप जेस्चर में चले जाएंगे, पोस्चर में चले जाएंगे, राइट, तो इस किस्म का जो एक्सप्रेशन है वो फिर आपको असल मकसद से हटा देगा. यू आर गिविंग रिस्पेक्ट टू देम. चलो एक गाहक आ गया, इनको भी हम हायर कर लें. मैं लफ्ज फसाना तो नहीं बोलता. Okay, so this is all called, he says that cross culturally, when your tone is different, when your message is different, when you are going to say something different otherwise, so then he says that there will be a noise. तो noise को आपने देखा है, how many points we discussed just under the noise. And he has admitted in the previous, you say slide, he says that जो हमारा फीडबैक है, फीडबैक जो है वो हमारा हेल्पर है. वो हमें हमेशा फैसिलिटेट करता है, बात को क्लियर कर देता है. उससे फिर नेक्स्ट टाइम जो कम्युनिकेशन होती है वो बिल्कुल एक्यूरेट होती है और वो अंडरस्टूड होती है बाय बोथ द पार्टीज देयर. So this was all about which we wanted to discuss today. कि आज हमने पहले पढ़ा था लीडिंग, फिर लीडरशिप, फिर कम्युनिकेशन. एनी क्वेश्चन?
सर सिर्फ यही है कि स्लाइड्स अपलोड कर दें जो पहले भी पढ़ी हैं, रब्बी भी रिकमेंड भी किया.
ओके ओके.
यस सर, वो लेक्चर्स अपलोड कर दिया करें, वो बहुत हेल्पफुल होते हैं फिर बाद में.
अच्छा, मुझे ये नहीं पता कि ये आप यू आर नॉट कनेक्टेड विद मी. हम वी आर सेंडिंग टू द रजिस्ट्रार ऑफिस, यू नो. एंड
सर अभी तक कोई स्लाइड या कोई लेक्चर नहीं अपलोड हुआ आपके.
लेकिन व्हेन आर यू लिसनिंग माय लेक्चर, द स्लाइड्स आर विजिबल टू यू. Don't
Yes,
you
sir.
don't you take the notes sometime on your notebook? Become habitual to take the notes, please. Just listening and just you will say that things will be kept in mind. It is very difficult. It's not. You when you listen, look. When you listen, then you write, okay, and then you discuss. So then things will be never ever removed from the mind. ये हमेशा फिर याद रहती है. आप बस टेक्नोलॉजी में आप मैक्सिमम यही इस्तेमाल करते हैं. ओके, टीचर आ गए हैं, उन्होंने हमें एक्सप्लेन कर देना है एंड वी विल लर्न. मैं आपको ये भेज भी दूंगा, इट मेक्स नो डिफरेंस. लेकिन द क्वेश्चन इज दैट यू डू टेक नोट्स. या आप ऐसे समझ जैसे आप घर में बैठे हुए. और उसका फायदा क्या होगा कि जब आप सुनेंगे, लिखेंगे और एक्सप्रेस करेंगे. ओके, यू लिसन, you write, then you express. How come you will be forgetting this lecture? If simply we listen, And what will happen that the next period, if he is going to start, so this chapter and this sort of discussion will be gone out of your mind. तो ये बड़ा ज़रूरी है इसके लिए, लेकिन no problem, if you want, we will be there too. अच्छा, बाकी ये है कि ये कितने लोग हैं यहाँ इस वक्त हमारे लेक्चर को अटेंड कर रहे हैं?
अरे 8।
अच्छा, आप ये देखें कि एक चीज जो है वो बड़ी जरूरी है, वो है कि यस 8 है। अब ये देखें, मैं एक चीज पे बड़ा हैरान हूँ कि ये आफ्टर मिड टर्म इकरमा फर्स्ट टाइम लिसनिंग द लेक्चर।
Yes, sir.
And this is not good.
Sir, I was facing some serious problems.
Okay. Now the problems are over?
Yes, sir.
Little bit.
काफी हद तक।
Okay. So, and day after tomorrow is a Friday. Okay. जो students जो थे not able to present the case studies, they should voluntarily now be ready. We will discuss so that I should complete that process. And when are you going to submit the projects which I have given to you?
उसकी डेट रख दें आप 15 से लेकर 20 के बीच में.
Okay, then I will send you on the classroom. Okay. Okay. It was discussed that between 15 and 20, and then there will be, I think, the next week. Then we'll start off Eid al-Fitr. We may not be able to see each other. Then you people have made 5 groups.
इसका तो अभी कंफर्म नहीं है फाइनल का, लेकिन इतना श्योर है कि मतलब प्रोजेक्ट्स हमारे हमें दे दिए गए हैं, प्रेजेंटेशंस हैं. 15 तक हमारे बाकी जो 5 सब्जेक्ट हैं उनके प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं.
लेकिन I am going to make you easy ना. देखिए, project is not going to be presented by each one of you. Groups mean that you will be working together. You will write a project, okay, and only 5 people. One you will make what should I say, a group leader. That group leader will give the presentation, and you will decide by yourself. I think most of the groups are consisting of 6 students. One group is of 4 students. So this is very important. Then you should write up to 15. Let us fix the date. 1 or 2 days, maybe compensated. So it is the 15th of May, please. You should be ready so that next 2 lectures we should be able to, in 2 lectures, you should be able to present your cases. This is not much difficult. What do you think of this?
Sir, not that much.
Okay, and I am noting and fixing those in the let me recall your name so that it should be in the recording. Anik Kasif is there. Anik, are you there? If someone will not speak, if someone will not respond me, so I will not consider them that they listen my lecture. Maybe on meet you are coming, but physically you will be there. What an easy environment COVID-19 has made. It makes no difference. जो टाइम है उस पे हम लैपटॉप पे बैठ जाते हैं और लेक्चर सुनते हैं, राइट? और जब आपने प्रेजेंटेशन देनी है तो ऑन दैट डे यू विल हैव टू गेट प्रिपेयर्ड. ये आप जेन में रखना. It is not only the teacher should get prepared. Do you think it is easy to get prepared? ये रोज बंदा टाई शाई लगा के जब बैठता है, ये इजी है कि चुप करके वो जाए, हाथ मुंह धोए, शेव करे और व्हाट शुड आई से, और वो जो है वो रेडी होके आ जाए। तो ये आपने जो प्रेजेंटेशन करनी है, तो मैं चाह रहा हूँ कि नेक्स्ट जो हमारी जुम्मे को मीटिंग हो उसमें कंपलसरी कर दूं कि तुम्हारी वीडियो भी आनी चाहिए। कर दूं या ना करूं?
कर देंगे हम पैसे।
क्यों अरसलान?
सर जैसे आपको ठीक लगे।
मुझे तो आप हर हाल में ठीक लगते हैं, बच्चे हैं हमारे यहाँ, लेकिन आई वांट दैट। चलो कोई बात नहीं, ये आपको हम डिलीवरी दे देते हैं, ठीक है ना। लेकिन तुम्हारी ऑडियो तो मुझे आनी चाहिए ना। और ये आप
यस
सब।
सर।
हाँ, तो आज अमार नजर नहीं आ रहा। मेरे अमार है। हु इज योर सीआर?
सर सीआर इज ऑन लीव। और सर ने कोई लेक्चर नहीं लिया मेरे ख्याल से आज।
नहीं खैर है, वो लीव पे कहीं कहीं वो बिजी भी होगा। तो व्हाट इज हिज नेम? अमार है क्या अमर है?
अम्मार।
हाँ, उसे अमार। तो अमार को आज ये मैसेज दे दें, ठीक है। और उन्हें, हाँ,
ओके
उसे
सर।
ये बता दें, हाँ उसे ये बता दें भाई ये डेवलपमेंट हुई है। और आज अब अपना रिजल्ट भी देख लें, मिड का अल्लाह करे आपका रिजल्ट अच्छा हो। मैं टीचर से पूछ रहा था, टीचर्स टोल्ड के रिजल्ट सर बहुत अच्छे हैं, क्योंकि बच्चों ने क्लासेस, इतनी क्लासेस आप वैसे भी अटेंड करते थे, और ऑलमोस्ट इतने नंबर हैं कि जो यू आर अटेंडिंग द क्लासेस हियर। So inshallah on Monday, on Friday, we will discuss the case studies. Okay, and I will see who are prepared for that. But whosoever already presented the case, they are not supposed to be there to present their cases again. Any other question?
नो
Okay,
सर।
no question is a good question. And thank you very much, and God bless all of you.
अल्लाह हाफिज़ सर, टेक केयर।
Okay, okay.